Jason McIntyre is joining us here on a Friday. You know, I take some Fridays off in the summer, so do you.
Not as many as you.
Well, I'm very, very busy doing things like, you know, water skiing and hiking.
Getting hamburger joints ready?
Yes, it's all that. So we do what's called Tomorrow's Headlines Today. These are, you're a former newspaper veteran, a grizzled newspaper man.
Like 20 years ago, early in my career. Not as prestigious as being a, AAA baseball announcer, I believe is what you were.
It was. So Jason McIntyre joining us, founder of The Big Lead, and he gives us what he thinks tomorrow's headlines will be. Now, we're doing a new thing today. You've got 5 of them. We did this yesterday. In the NFL last 30 years, at least 4 new playoff teams every year.
People don't realize that. I know there's so much turnover in the league every single year.
4 teams minimum, 30 years in a row. You're gonna have. I picked mine yesterday. I picked Pittsburgh and Atlanta and Minnesota and Green Bay. I'll make the playoffs. So here we go. We'll start with your new #1 playoff team. Tomorrow's headline today.
Right. So unfortunately, we do have a couple similar, and I'm going to start with one that you like as well. You can see the black and gold behind us. The headline is "No Bell, no Brown, no problem" in Pittsburgh. Colin, I love this Steelers team. Absolutely all over them. A funny number I saw, Ben Roethlisberger attempted 675 passes last year, most in the league by a mile. Why was that? Well, they didn't have Le'Veon Bell. And I think there was some uncertainty. As good as James Conner was, Big Ben thought he had to put it all on his shoulders and win it all. He's not going to have to do that this year. Not because of necessarily the new running backs, Connor and Jalen Samuels, but the defense. I absolutely love the Steelers' defense. You saw their draft. They got a kid out of Michigan. They traded up for him.
Devin Bush.
He is going to be such a game changer. He is essentially their replacement for Ryan Shazier, who's been lost to injury. They were 31st in the league last year defending tight ends. Okay, Travis Kelce destroyed them. Gronk famously has crushed Mike Tomlin teams. Devin Bush finally will be the guy in the middle. You know the Steelers? Their front four, they led the defense in the NFL in sacks last year. TJ Watt, and this is Mike Tomlin's best secondary that he's ever had since being in Pittsburgh. There's real optimism here. I do believe the Steelers are a playoff team, and they're going to boot another team from the division, the Baltimore Ravens, I think, fall.
All right, new playoff team #2, tomorrow's headlines today.
It's a bit of a homer call. You don't have them in the playoffs. You do like their quarterback. The headline will be playoffs again, Sam.
Oh,
I know you're a big,
very funny.
Yes, I know you're a big Casablanca fan. The great movie, Humphrey Bogart. And, I mean, everything for me is the media and the fans love to make fun of Adam Gase, the new coach of the Jets. Well, he's got smelling salts on the sideline, and he's blinking and looking all weird in the press conference. Yeah, you know what he does on the field? He gave Peyton Manning his best year ever, 55 touchdowns.
By the way, beat Belichick twice, and when Ryan Tannehill was his starting quarterback, had a winning record with that dysfunctional organization.
And then, of course, we can only talk so much. Le'Veon Bell, the best running back they've had since Curtis Martin, Jamison Crowder in the slot. And just a quick note on the Jets' schedule. 31st ranked schedule in the league. Very easy. They don't leave the Eastern time zone this season, Colin.
Cincinnati is as far as they go.
That's it. You can't get luckier than that. Sam Darnold, baby, into the playoffs.
New playoff team #3, tomorrow's headline today.
This is another one you like. This headline actually was my theme song when I was in college. Are you ready for this? The headline is Return of the Pack. Green Bay Packers, mine was Return of the Mac. I'm sure you know that. You don't know that song. Okay. So at any rate, Aaron Rodgers is back. People he's like the forgotten man right now. And I compared him yesterday on Undisputed to LeBron James, right? LeBron had injuries last year. LeBron got a new coach. Aaron Rodgers had injuries. He was hurt in the opener against the Bears and was kind of hobbled all season. He now has a new coach. They stole your guy from Tennessee, Matt LaFleur, the offensive coordinator. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be under center a lot more this year. Based on the offense, LaFleur wants to run the football more. They drafted a tight end for some 2 tight end sets. Remember Derrick Henry with the Titans last year, running over people to the playoffs? Packers are going to do that with Aaron Jones. I like this team a lot. I do believe they win the North. And the Chicago Bears are going to be the team I have falling out for the Packers.
By the way, Green Bay has addressed their corner, linebacker, and safety concerns the last 2 drafts and free agency, so I think it's Aaron's best defense in years. New playoff team #4 for J-Mac, tomorrow's headlines today.
This one was iffy. This was one of my questionable ones. The headline, you can see the jersey in the background, will be the Ryan King, Matt Ryan.
I agree with you on this.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, because they fell apart physically in September last year. Darius Jones at linebacker. There's no way you could overcome that.
Yeah, and now the schedule is very difficult early for them. First 3 games are a big challenge. Second half of the season, they'll be favored in 6 of their final 7. The big question for me is, can Vic Beasley get any pressure on the quarterback? Because the secondary is not very good.
Yeah.
And if you can't get to the quarterback and the secondary is not good, coming off these injuries. Lastly, Devonta Freeman.
Yes. Now, if he's healthy, he's amazing.
Now, they gave him a huge contract. He got hurt in week 1 and was done. So if you don't have him, kind of hurts the Ridley-Julio combo. But I like the Falcons to get to the playoffs.
So do I.
In the NFC.
In a division where it always feels pretty close. It's a game here, it's a game there.
Yes.
Finally, new playoff team number 5, tomorrow's headlines today.
This is the favorite headline of everybody who helped me write this. And I don't think anybody has these guys in the playoffs. The headline will be... Well, isn't Matt special? You're not. You love Martin Short, and
Yes.
Dana Carvey is, of course, the church lady. So a little nod to SNL there.
I do not agree with this. Give me the reason.
Yeah. So Matt Patricia was in year 1 with the Lions, and he didn't have any of his guys in place. His strategy, when you read about what he likes to do, he likes to pressure 3 or 4 and let his secondary do the work, just like Bill Belichick. He didn't have a pass rusher last year. They had no pass rush whatsoever. So what does he do? He goes and steals Belichick's guy, Trey Flowers. So now they have the pass rush. I do believe that they drafted 4 of their first 5 guys on defense. Okay, the defense is going to be much better. Matt Patricia is going to have them in games. And Colin, I can't stress this enough. They were a bet-on team for me last year with Kerryon Johnson, the running back. Remember they beat the Patriots early? Whoa, Kerryon Johnson, the kid out of Auburn's pretty good. And I'm telling you, this offense will hum. Keep an eye on T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
You playing any fantasy football this year?
He's a rookie tight end from Iowa. He's going to be all rookie team, no question.
Yeah, and Kenny Golladay. I love the Detroit Lions, Colin. Take it to the bank.